What's up, guys? We're looking at KLARUS's new light. This is the G20. This has a max output of 3,000 lumens packed in this little tiny flashlight right here. And the design of this thing, it's pretty slick looking. They don't have just one switch, they have two switches. They have a tail switch and they have a side switch. And I think they did that just to try to eliminate some of the issues, make it more user-friendly. People who like the tail switch, now they have a side switch and a tail switch, and vice versa. Now, some things I'll cover real quick with the side switch. The side switch has memory, the tail switch does not. So whatever mode that you turn off the light in, it's just one click to turn it on, and then you can go through the 4 different modes there. But let's say I turn it off in turbo, long hold, and I turn it back on, it will be in turbo. Now with the tail switch, that's not the same. So the tail switch does not have memorization. So when you turn on the tail switch, it will always go to the lowest mode. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. You know, this it's a very, I wouldn't call it a complicated light, but there are some things you know, to look over. It's a pretty advanced light, if you want to call it that. On the side switch here, they have a little LED indicator, and no matter which one you turn it on, you'll see it glow. Let me turn it on here. You can see it glow faintly green there, and that's just an indicator that will let you know how charged the light is. There is the green, which represents 70 to 100% charge, and then an orange indicator for 30 to 70% charge, and then a red indicator will be less than 30% charge, and then that red light will start to kind of flicker and stuff when it's below 10%. So both the switches will allow you to go into turbo, and to do that you just long hold like this, and you'll see you'll get the turbo. Now this is a momentary turbo, so to take off the turbo I just let go. Same thing with the tail switch, hold down, goes directly into turbo. So there is a little bit of a delay, so take note to that. If you need an instant turbo, this is like a 1 second delayed. See, I'll push it here, I'm pushing now. So there is a second or so of delay when you're going to use that feature. But otherwise, like I said, you just click on, and then you just do a short click to click through the 4 different modes. Real quick, we'll talk about the modes. We have turbo, which is 3,000 lumens at 45 minutes. So that's pretty bright. Next we have high, which is 650 lumens at 4 hours and 30 minutes. And then we have the medium. Let me go to medium here. 160 lumens at 19 hours. And then we have the low, which is 15 lumens at 150 hours. Now anytime you can double press and you'll get a blinding strobe, 3,000 lumens. That will last for an hour and 30 minutes. And then you double click again, and that will get you to an SOS 160 lumens at 51 hours. This does have a max beam distance of 150 meters, and it is waterproof. So that's a nice feature there. This can be totally submerged up to 6 feet. Another feature of this light is that it is rechargeable. If we look over here on the side, there is a little rubber plug, and that will open up the place for you to recharge the battery. So also, let me go ahead, take out the battery here. This is a bigger battery here. It is the KLARUS 5,000 milliamp hours. This is of course rechargeable because you're going to be recharging it with the light. 26,650. So yeah, it is KLARUS branded, and I'm sure this thing is polarity protected. I don't even know if I put it in the right way. Let me okay, yeah. And whoops, turned on the strobe there. This, you can charge this and have it plugged in at the same time. It will just not go, it will just do the medium and high mode. It won't be able to go into the the highest turbo mode. So like I talked about before, the tail cap, it doesn't have the memory. So when you turn it on, it will go into the lowest mode. And then same thing, you just click through the 4 different settings. So very simple to use, and then you just turn it, long press, turn it off. So in the box, you get a KLARUS belt, little carrying case for it, holster, has Velcro on it, just slides in there, good way to carry it. They also include a O-ring and a lanyard if you'd rather carry it around your wrist. Now, I get all my lights from skybend.trade, and when you get it from them, they also include this nice little Griffin charger. This car charger, I have a few of these. These work great. They're super low profile too, so you can charge this in your car. And they also throw in this kind of little USB light. I don't know, you plug it in. It's kind of cool, I guess. So as for design, I'm digging the design of this. We'll have a look around it here. It has kind of an orange peel reflector in there, and then you can see the LED. So the LED in this is the Cree Next Generation XHP70 N4 LED, and it is super bright. They have this nice little bezel around here. Dissipates heat very well. It doesn't get like hot by any means. The side button is plastic. It's got some click to it. Like if you like buttons that stick up and you know you can physically feel them, this one's got, it feels like, I'm not gonna call it play, like a little bit of play, but you can just tell it's, I don't know, it's just a regular clicky. It feels fine. There's nothing bad about it there. It's got some checkered little bit here on the grip. There is a place down here on the bottom to put a lanyard, and then you just have the rubberized tail clicky there on the end. So yeah, not much more. I'll do a quick comparison in this room. I got a really dark room, so you can just see an example of me going through the different modes. All right guys, so real quick, I'm just gonna go through the modes. I'm gonna shut the light off in here and go through the modes. I'm gonna compare it to the iPhone 7, just so you have a compare agent. So let's go ahead and kill the lights now. Okay, so this is the, let's see here, let me go through the modes real quick. Oh. Okay, so here is the very low mode, maybe like a moonlight mode. You got this one, this would be the next mode here. Then you have high, and then you have turbo. All right guys, so there you go, the KLARUS G20, definitely a bright little compact flashlight. I do like the design. I like that it's got both the tail and the side switch. One thing, if you did have a question, or hey, if you turn it on with the tail cap, can you turn it off with the side switch? And yes, you can. Also, this does have a lockout feature. To lock it out, you hold down both the side switch and the tail cap at the same time, and you'll see it blink twice, and then boom, it's locked out. You'll see this little indicator here. It will be red and flashing, and that says, hey, I'm locked out. And same thing, you just hold it down. Or no, I'm sorry, you don't hold it down like that. You actually triple click. You triple click to get it out of the lockout. So 1, 2, 3, and it will blink twice, and you're back at it. So I'll put a link in the description. That's that. Thanks for watching.